Good evening, my trues, clues aficionados. I hope you all are doing well out there tonight, taking care of each other. If you're seeing something, saying something, and I hope I sound clear. I did get a comment on how my voice is gravelly. I'm not sure. My family was a little surprised too when I explained that. So I'll try to be as ungravelly as I can, be clear about what I'm saying. Tonight is a case that I'd like to describe to you about a young man who was very loved, cared for, and tried to stand up for a friend of his. Heart of a champion, the father describes him as. Jonathan Lewis was attacked by 15 teens for defending his smaller friend. You know how it is in high school. It's hard enough to get through there. I hated it. I was so glad it was over. I couldn't just be so glad to get out of there. Somehow I wasn't like part of the in crowd, like very many of us are. And I can just see, how things could be bullied situation going on there. And maybe Jonathan had witnessed it before. He's the kind of guy who's going to stand up and say something when you see something. Unfortunately, it didn't turn out that well for him. And I feel bad because I'm always encouraging people, but not to stand up to those people. Maybe go about it in the right way, make a report or something, keeping yourself out of harm's way. There's no reason that you should be hurt for trying to help somebody. And uh, this happened in Nevada. This happened in Nevada. Jonathan, who is named after his dad, Jonathan, died instantly at the University Medical Center in Las Vegas last Tuesday, 1 week after the attack of about 15 other high schools when he was at his high schools. Witnesses say that the teenager was pushed into a fence and then attacked by a couple of the teens. When that wasn't seeming to inflict enough harm on them, other teenagers jumped in to bring the volume up quite a bit. Then he was repeatedly struck by the mob when he stood up for the younger friend who had been thrown into a trash can. Now, back in my day, the kid may have been thrown into the trash can, but the kid standing up for him may have gotten pushed or socked, but definitely not beaten to death. Jonathan was a loving, giving, kind, fierce young man who loved the community and caring for others. And they set up a GoFundMe page to pay for the hospital bills because even though he tragically expired, the bills are still there to be paid. And it just goes to show what's happening in the world today. I think things are really, um, dissolving in one way and then building up in another way. The more things dissolve, the more a community has to depend on each other as well. It was a horrific tragedy. Empathy, love, and great strength and patience are needed as far as what the dad is saying. Police were called to reports of a mass brawl near the school on the afternoon of November 1. Officers found Jonathan bleeding from head wounds and gave him CPR before he was taken to the hospital and placed on life support. That's really sad. That is really sad. Do you think one day you're going to walk off to school, just going to go to school, do your thing, come home, play video games or whatever it is, your choice of things to do, and instead you never come home, your family never sees you again, and they have to pay some medical bills because the medical system wasn't able to save you and now you're expired. So I don't know. It's pretty sad. It's very tragic when anybody tries to stand up, but I can see where it happened in this situation. He wouldn't think that a mob was going to attack him unless there's some kind of under influence going on in the school that we may not know about, like there's an overpowering group of teens forming a gang trying to take over the whole school on their off occasions. But anyway, best of luck to the Lewis family. I hope they all get through the holidays okay. Blessings and love to you all. I hope that you're safe and you're going to get ready to enjoy the holidays as well. I'll see you on the next episode. Good night. Take care.